If you find yourself unclear on exactly what you need to communicate in your marketing, then today's video is for you. I have been selling my services online for about 4 years, and for every single offer that I create and promote, I use the exact same process. This is the process that I use to clarify my message and get responses like, it's not just something that I've had success with, this is something that I teach my clients, and it can be super helpful to clarify and organize your thoughts. Plus, if you sit down and do this, you're not only going to create an offer that's really effective and valuable, but you'll also be able to repurpose a lot of what you come up with in your marketing, including creating really simple and effective sales pages. So let's run through the 5 questions that guide my entire offer creation and messaging process. And I'll also show you how I work through these questions and give some examples to help clarify. Now, for me personally, I just find it easier to be in kind of that brainstorming state of mind when I'm actually writing rather than typing. And so I have found that these big sheets of newsprint have actually been really helpful for me to be able to kind of map everything out. And sometimes I even just use a big wall and I put sheets of paper or Post-its up on the wall to organize everything. This is an example of how I did this last time. I was creating a new offer, and it's totally up to you how you do it. If you are somebody who prefers a digital format, then my simple 4-page marketing plan and messaging guide may be a great place for you to start. I'll put the link to that in the description below. The first thing you want to get clear on is exactly who the offer is for, and there's a couple of reasons that I start here. The first thing is that offer alignment is super important. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I have an entire video just on that. I will link it in the description below. I'll put it here so that you can go and watch it. But essentially, you want to make sure that you are attracting people who you actually want to work with. If you are in the phase of figuring out what the offer is, you want to start by thinking about the people you really want to work with. If instead you were thinking about an offer that already exists and you're just using this for the messaging, then you just want to get clear on exactly who the person is that this offer is for. Now, maybe you've heard people talk about ideal customer avatars before. If that's your thing, cool, great, do it if it works for you. Personally, I find that it is not super helpful for me, and it kind of confuses and distracts clients who I have worked with on this. So I actually recommend instead thinking about real people. And think about somebody in your orbit, somebody that you know or know of who is experiencing that thing that you can help them with. And make sure that it's somebody who you would actually want to work with. You don't need to list all of the details about their entire life or all of their demographic information. And by the way, these can be past clients if that's helpful. Before you even start answering the rest of the questions, write down the names of 1 to 3 people who would be great for this offer. When you go through these questions, you want to make sure that you are answering these questions specifically about those people. Otherwise, the messaging can get very vague and very confusing. In fact, one of the most game-changing things that you can do in your marketing right now is just make sure that you are talking directly to real people. For a while in my own business, I had Post-its with the names of the people who I was always speaking to in my marketing, so that every single day I could remind myself of who I was showing up to speak to that day, and I could be very direct in my messaging. Being clear on who you're talking to every single day when you show up to your marketing is a game changer. Second thing that you want to get clear on is exactly what that person or those people are experiencing. You really need to put yourself in the shoes of that person. What are they experiencing? What are they struggling with? How does it feel for them? How are they experiencing this problem that you want to help them with? At this stage, you do not need to get clear on why they're experiencing that thing. You just want to get clear on how they are feeling and what they are thinking. Write down all of the details. If I am looking back at my latest example of when I did this myself, wrote down things like they feel unclear or confused about what they should be sharing and where. They feel disorganized and scattered with their marketing, overwhelmed. Keep showing up to their marketing, but it's not actually getting them the results that they want. So these are examples of things that my ideal client might be experiencing or thinking or feeling. Third question that you want to ask yourself is, what do they think they need to do to solve the problem that they're having? Your prospective client has probably already tried all kinds of things to just power through the problem. They've probably learned some things about it. Maybe they've already watched some YouTube videos. They've probably already tried a whole bunch of things. So get clear on the things that they've tried or the stories that they're telling themselves about the things that they think they need to do in order to solve this problem. So in the example that I just shared about somebody who is maybe disorganized or unclear in their marketing, they might think that they just need to get organized or be more disciplined or find the exact right thing to say or just try harder. These are things that I would want to keep in mind when I create a solution for them. If I just ignore all of the things that they've already tried, then I'm likely just going to become one more person who's telling them things that they've already heard before. And ultimately, they're probably just going to blow past what it is that I have to share because they're going to be like, yeah, I already tried all of that. Now, in my case, I've been doing this for quite a while, so I've had lots of conversations with people about things that they've already tried. But in your case, it might be a time to just start having conversations. The fourth very important question is, what do you know about that they don't know? Think about their experience. They've already tried all kinds of things to solve the problem. They are not getting the result that they want. They're telling themselves that they need to do X, Y, Z in order to solve the problem. But what do you know about that they might not know? Why aren't they getting the results that they want? Why are these attempts not working? So in my case, they think that they need to be even more organized, more disciplined. They need to say exactly the right thing, or they just need to try harder. But what I know as somebody who has been doing this for a while is that you really can't rely on trying to do marketing the right way. Because your offers, your business, it's different from anybody else who you're going to be learning from. To really be strategic, everything that you do in your business really needs to be in alignment with you, your goals, your offers, and your ideal clients. That is the key. So searching outside of your business for the answer from somebody else is sort of a distraction. Plus, everything that you do in your business needs to be sustainable. So prioritizing urgency or strategies that really don't feel good is not really going to set you up for success in the long term. Now, if you notice, if you go to some of my other videos, you will see that I am always coming back to that message. First of all, it's the truth. And also because it offers a different way for you to think about things so that maybe you can change up your approach and get some different results. And if learning that from me and changing the way that you approach it gets you different results, I have now established myself as somebody who you can trust, who has a different solution for you and can help you both with your marketing, but also with the other thing that you really want, which is to ultimately feel clear and confident and a sense of ease when you show up to your business. The fifth question that you need to get clear on is, what do they really need to do? So you've now gotten clear on the problem, the things that they have tried, why that isn't working, or the thing that you know about that they don't know. And now finally, you want to get clear on what they really need to do to solve their problem. This is where you need to be very honest with yourself. Very honest. You will have to go below the surface and think about the nuance and the context and the intricacies of this thing that you are here to help people with. The example that I've been using, the first thing that you actually need to do to address that marketing struggle is to first create a really effective and intentional and aligned offer. You need to get clear on your ideas and create real connection with the people that you want to help. Your messaging, your marketing needs to be based in truth, honesty, and integrity. You need to be able to deliver on what you say you do. If you have those things, it's actually going to be a lot easier and more effective when you show up to your marketing. For me, if I'm going to help somebody with their marketing, I want to make sure that I'm keeping those things in mind when I create that solution and also when I market that solution. I want to offer a different kind of experience that's going to help people get clear on their ideas. Think about how you can create an offer that is different from things that people have tried in the past, how you can be really intentional about what you include in that offer to address the things that other offers might not address, hold space in a way that other people maybe have not for that person, and actually help them by implementing the things that maybe have been missing in those other things that they've tried. What process will you follow, or what will you offer that will kind of disrupt that unhelpful pattern that they've been in and shift them toward a new approach? The key here is that you need to stay grounded and connected to your own ideas. If you find yourself trying to create something that seems valuable or worth the money, you've lost sight of the point. Don't worry yet about selling it or what people are going to think. Instead, allow yourself to think critically about what you can do differently to address those things that you came up with in those 5 questions. Now, once you have done this and you have gotten clear on those questions, you've actually written the bulk of your sales page and your marketing. These are the things that you want to answer in a sales page. And this is also the educational content or the mindset shifting content that you want to focus on in your marketing. You ultimately want to help people see that you understand where they're coming from and the problem that they're having. You understand the things that they've tried, and you can help to educate them on why it maybe hasn't worked for them and offer a different solution. If your offer is based on your honest answers to these questions, then when you show up to your marketing, you really just have to tell the truth about it, and you don't need to worry about saying the right thing. You can tell them honestly why they aren't getting the results that they want, what to do instead. And once they understand that, you have an offer waiting there for them that takes all of that into account and offers a different kind of solution. I hope that these 5 questions gave you some really helpful things to think about to generate some super impactful offers and messaging. This is a process that you can rinse and repeat every single time that you create a new offer, or even revisit your marketing for an existing offer. As you have more conversations with people and work with more people, you're going to be able to get even more clear on the answers to these questions, and you can further tweak and refine. These 5 questions are a part of the 4-page marketing plan and messaging guide that I have available, which I will put in the description below. And I also have an entire guided experience that walks you through creating an effective offer, getting really clear on your own ideas, and approaching your marketing in a way that is grounded in truth, honesty, and impact. That's called the Aligned Business Portal, and it is currently being tweaked and refined, but if you sign up for that 4-page marketing plan, then I will make sure that you know about it as soon as it is available, because you will drop into my email list, and so I'll send you those updates.